Former U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, has sounded the alarm over the state of U.S. India relations. She warned that ties are dangerously close to a breaking point, and urged urgent repair if Washington hopes to contain China's expanding global ambitions. Writing in an op-ed on Wednesday, Haley cautioned that India must not be treated like an adversary. Instead, she said, the Trump administration should recognize New Delhi as a vital democratic partner. She wrote, to achieve the Trump administration's foreign policy goals, outcompeting China and achieving peace through strength, few objectives are more critical than getting U.S.-India relations back on track. Her warning comes amid an explosive phase in the partnership. U.S. President Donald Trump has slapped India with punitive tariffs, targeting its continued purchases of Russian oil. New Delhi now faces a fresh 25% tariff on top of the 25% duty already imposed on Indian goods. The trade escalation follows months of friction, including disputes over America's involvement in India-Pakistan's ceasefire negotiations. Haley, a longtime Republican voice and occasional Trump critic, endorsed the president's re-election bid last year but remains outspoken. She stated, India must be treated like the prized free and democratic partner that it is, not an adversary like China, which has thus far avoided sanctions for its Russian oil purchases, despite being one of Moscow's largest customers. Scuttling 25 years of momentum with the only country that can serve as a counterweight to Chinese dominance in Asia would be a strategic disaster. She defended pressure on India over Russian crude, warning that such purchases help fund Vladimir Putin's war in Ukraine. Yet, she argued against lumping India together with China, which, despite being one of Moscow's largest oil customers, has largely avoided U.S. sanctions. She outlined India's crucial role in Washington's economic and security strategies. She added, while the Trump administration works to bring manufacturing back to our shores, India stands alone in its potential to manufacture at a China-like scale for products that can't be quickly or efficiently produced here, like textiles, inexpensive phones, and solar panels. On defense, she pointed to India's expanding military partnerships with the United States and allies like Israel. This, she said, makes New Delhi not just a lucrative defense market but also an indispensable security partner for the free world. She added that India's growing involvement in Middle Eastern security could help stabilize the region as Washington reduces its military footprint. Haley also highlighted India's geographic position astride China's vital trade and energy routes. In the event of conflict, she said, this location could complicate Beijing's strategic options. Looking at the long term, Haley described India's rise as one of the most significant geopolitical developments of the century. She wrote, in the longer term, India's significance is even more profound. Home to more than a sixth of humanity, India surpassed China as the world's most populous country in 2023, with a young workforce that contrasts with China's aging one. Haley also argued, simply put, China's ambitions will have to shrink as India's power grows. Yet unlike communist-controlled China, the rise of a democratic India does not threaten the free world. Haley also drew on history, reminding readers that cooperation between Washington and New Delhi has deep roots. She recalled President Ronald Reagan's message to Prime Minister Indira Gandhi in 1982, when he said the U.S. and India may sometimes travel separate paths, but their destination should remain the same. Her warning is simple. It would be a massive and preventable mistake to balloon a trade spat into an enduring rupture. Haley, who served as America's 29th UN ambassador from 2017 to 2018 in Trump's first administration, was the first Indian American to hold a presidential cabinet post.